Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video, which I probably should have made first, but you can watch them in any order. But this is just the basics of Facebook for those of you that are fairly new using Facebook. I know a lot of you will already know this stuff, but this is a good training for anybody that you get new into your organization that is new with Facebook and doesn't understand a whole lot about how it works. It's so important to understand the basics. So this here, your name, anytime you click on your name, either here, here, or when you're on your home tab right here, anytime you click on that, this is your personal timeline or profile. Word can be used interchangeably. It used to be called your profile, and Facebook changed it to a timeline. So this is your profile picture. This is your cover picture. This is your real estate. This is your personal timeline. You can post whatever you want on this timeline. Um, and others shouldn't be posting anything on it unless you give them permission. So you have control over this. This is your personal timeline. When you click here on home, you're going to be in your news feed. And all these posts here are people that you're either following or friends with and what they're posting. And you're going to see that in your news feed because you're friends or followers with them. You don't see everything. Facebook kind of has things set where it randomly shows different things in your news feed. But the more interaction, the more comments and likes and shares you get on anything you post, the more it's going to show up in your friends' news feed. So I'm seeing these because these are my friends. Your news feed is going to look totally different because you have different friends and different followers, which is good. We don't all want to have the same people. Okay, so back to your timeline. To your timeline. When you're on your timeline and you're making your posts, you want to make sure that your posts are set to public. Use this little icon here under your name where it says when you posted it, and it says public. You can change that on each post. So if you want to make a post that only you can see, just to keep it for a reference, you can change it to only me and no one else will see that but you. If you only want your friends to see it, you can change it to friends. I keep all of mine on public. Public means that anyone can see my posts, whether they're my friends, whether they're my followers. Some people on Facebook that have never heard of me, if they come across my timeline, they're going to see everything on my timeline. I don't have anything hidden. I want everything public. I want it to, because if it's not public, the ones that you want shared, when they share them, are only going to be shared with a limited amount of people. Other people aren't going to see them because if you have it set to only your friends and one of your friends shares it, their friends won't see it because you're not friends with them. So you want to make sure they're public. And once you make a post public, all your remaining posts by default are going to be set to public. So you can manually change them if you want. Personally, I post even my pictures of my kids and my granddaughter and my vacations. I keep them public because I have a lot of followers that like to see my real life. They want to know that you're a real person, you're just like them, you have family, and I get more likes and comments on my pictures of my granddaughter and my vacation pictures than any other posts, really, because it's people like to interact with that. They like to know you're real. They want to follow your life story. So that's my personal thing. You can set it up however you want to, however you feel comfortable setting yours up. And up here on the top, this little lock, when you click on that, go down to see more settings. This is another way of seeing that. Who can see my stuff? Public. So I have it set to public. This is where you could change that if you wanted it to be only friends. I don't recommend doing that. I mean, I recommend if you have, if you don't want your personal pictures to be seen by the public, you can manually change that on those. But keep most of your posts to public. Anything you're posting that you want, people to see and share and get people to join your groups, you definitely want that all public. Timeline and tagging. This is a big one here. Well, I have mine set who can post on your timeline, friends. So only my friends can post onto my timeline. You can change that so nobody can post on there except for you. That's up to you. I don't like to leave it open to followers and the public on this because you'll get a lot of spammers trying to post links on your timeline, and I can't stand that. So I keep that one on friends. Review posts friends tag you in before they appear on your timeline. I definitely keep that one on. If somebody tags me, I want to make sure that it doesn't have any of their links on it before I allow it on my timeline, because otherwise I'm allowing them to advertise on my personal property, which is my timeline. So I keep that on, and then I review them. And if if it's something like a picture of me and somebody else, I'll allow it on there as long as it doesn't have any links on it to someone else's stuff. And I think that's it. I just really wanted to go over the basics. Oh, the other thing, your messages, your inbox. Your inbox is your chat. I have my chat turned off right now, but down here you can turn on your chat. When my chat's turned on, anybody else that has their chat on and they message me, it's going to pop up a little box down here. And I can probably pull up one to show you. This icon here is also where you can find your messages. Let's see, Teresa and Donna and I have a chat going, and she's online, so our chat's going to pop up. And I keep mine up usually. Sometimes I turn my chat off. You can go over here to this option to turn off chat, and you can also do it individually. You can make your friends into groups, and that's a little more complicated, but you have control over that too. And sometimes I'll keep my chat off if I'm busy working and I don't want all these boxes popping up. So I'm going to turn it back off again for a minute. And that way none of those boxes will pop up. But when you check your messages, you can check them either here under messages, and remember there's an other folder. You always want to click on that other folder and see if anyone's asking you information about Skinny Fiber. I get a lot of messages in my other folder. Anybody that's not your friend is going and sends you a message is going to end up in your other folder. You'll get a lot of junk stuff in there too. I just tend to ignore that. You'll have people think Facebook is a dating site, or they're scammers and all kinds of stuff, but you will get messages in there, people inquiring about Skinny Fiber. So you definitely want to check that. I check mine several times a day. You can check it there or up here. When you click on this icon, you've got your other box right here too. It's very, very important to check that. You don't want to miss somebody asking you for information and forget to check it for a week and they've already found somebody else to go to. So be sure you check that daily, or several times a day, really. The other thing is, when you first joined us, hopefully your sponsor got you added to our team groups. The two that you need to be in is Team Living the Dream. This is my personal team group. Anybody that's under me and anybody under me should be in this group, because this is where I post any up-to-date information. I just made a YouTube channel trying to make you guys some videos now that I've figured out how to do it. So I want you to comment on here and give me some topics on what you want to learn more of, or what you think a video would help your people learn more of. This is for you guys and your teams and people you bring in to make it easier for you to give them information instead of having to spend a whole lot of one-on-one time with people that are learning the basics. Donna made a really good one on how to copy and paste. That's in the Team Living the Dream group. This group here, you want to check in daily. If there's a call, sometimes Tim will just suddenly do an impromptu call out of the blue. I post that in here as soon as I get that information. It's easier to find things in here sometimes than it is in the official group. And this is a great group to ask questions in. You want to come in here and ask questions. We have tons of people in here answering them all the time. I'll post little tips, like I made a post on my timeline today that had a lot of response to it. I've got over 100 comments on it now, so I shared that in here to let you guys try it, make the same post. It was actually one of the nuggets from the call that Pete did last night. So definitely check this group every single day. The boot camp's in here, which that is being worked on to be updated. So as soon as that updated stuff comes, I will update it in this group. It's just a whole lot easier to find things in here. The other group you should definitely everybody needs to be in is the official Skinny Dream Team group. This is the main group for the company. All the distributors in the company are added to this group if they're on Facebook, which most of them are now. But this group also has a lot of good information. There's a lot of new people being added. You want to go in here and welcome the new people. Information that you might find just by scrolling through. Somebody adds some tips, or there's so much stuff. And in both of the groups, you want to go to the top here and click on the Files tab. There are a ton of documents with all kinds of information, flyers you can print, how to make a support group, books on PDF. I mean, whatever you can imagine, there's everything you need to know is in here under this File tab. And also in the Team Living the Dream group, we have the same thing. We have a ton of information in there under our Files tab. And anytime you guys come across something real good that we all should, utilize and that's helped you, make a file. All you have to do is go in here to files, hit create doc, make a title, and type in what you want to share and save, and that'll end up going into our group documents. But there's so much information, so be sure to spend some time looking through this. One more thing, when you're in these team groups, this little, and even in your weight loss support groups, any group that you're in, this little icon here, this little magnifying glass looking icon, if you click on that and say you have a question, you want to know how to post ads on Craigslist, okay? You type in a keyword, Craigslist, and that's going to do a search for everything in the group where Craigslist was mentioned. Okay, so when you go through here, look, I found a video, how to post ads on Craigslist, that Angela Mitchell made. So that search feature is awesome. Use that in the groups a lot. Still feel free to come in and ask questions, because we definitely like to get them answered. And when you ask it in the group, everyone can see that and see the answer, so they may have the same question. So that helps us all. And if you have any ideas, suggestions, something you posted on your wall that you're getting a great response to, share it with the team. I mean, if we all help each other, we're all going to win. That's pretty much all I have for this video. Just wanted to go over the basics a little bit. And you guys, please go in that Team Living the Dream here and comment on my post with my YouTube channel on any topics at all that you feel we could use a video on, because I'm really having fun doing this. I didn't think I would, but it's kind of fun. So I'll make whatever videos you need. Donna's learned how to do it. She's made a good one here, the copy and paste. So let us know what you guys want to know more of, or what your team needs to know more of, and we'll get these videos made for you. So you guys keep rocking. Have a good day.